Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students, and welcome back to the series of lecture on parts of speech. Today we are going to deal with lecture number 13, and it is all about regular versus irregular verb. In this video you will learn about what is regular verb with examples, the rules of regular verb in present, past and participle form of verb, what is irregular verb with examples, and what is the difference between two. And then you're going to have the quick review of both, and lastly we are going to deal with the MCQs based practice set along with answers. You all are requested to subscribe this channel so that you're going to get all the videos of grammar based concepts in a go. Let's start our today's lesson. So students, what is regular and irregular verb? An English verb can be regular or irregular. Regular verb follows fixed pattern and form their past and past participle forms by adding ed. Whereas irregular verbs do not follow fixed patterns and form their past and past participle forms in different ways. Let's have a look on each type along with their rules. Regular verbs. Many English verbs are regular, which means that they are formed their different tenses according to an established pattern. Let's have an examples. Example is verb is laugh, and we are going to judge this verb laugh according to the present, past and past participle as well as the present participle tense. In present tense, laugh will become laughs by simply adding s, whereas in past tense, laugh will become laughed by adding ed at the end of main verb, whereas in past participle, it will become laughed, and in present participle, it will become laughing. Similarly, we have another verb, it is love. Love in a present tense become loves, in past tense loved, in past participle loved, whereas in present participle loving. Now we are going to see the rules of making the present tense formation with irregular verb. So students, let's have a look on the rules of present tense formation from a regular verb. It will include what they exactly are, how they are formed, and what is the difference between the rules formation. Let's have a look. In the present tense, the basic form of a regular verb only changes in the third person singular as follows. Number 1, most verbs just add s to the basic form. For example, take will become takes after adding s at the end of it. Seem will become seems. Look will become looks. Rule number 2. Verbs that end with a vowel other than e add es. Go will become goes by simply adding es. Veto will become vetoes. Do will become does. Rule number 3. Verbs that end with s, z, ch, sh and x. We have to add es at the end of these kind of verbs. For example, kiss ending with s, we have to simply add es with it. It will become kisses. Fizz is ending with z, so we have to place es at the end of it. It will become fizzes. Punch, it is ending with ch, and we have to simply add es at the end of it. It will become punches. Wash, it is ending with sh, and we have to simply add es at the end of it. it will become washes. Rule number 4. If the verb ends in a consonant plus y, change the y to an I before adding es. Example, hurry. It will become hurries after adding ies and removing y from it. Clarify, clarifies. But if the verb ends in a vowel plus y, then you just have to add s. Like play, plays. Enjoy, enjoys. Next is the rule related to the past tense formation of regular verb. Forming the past tense of a regular verb is most straightforward, and you use the same form of the first, second and third person singular and plural. Let's have a look on rules. Rule number 1. If the basic form of the verb ends in a consonant or a vowel other than e, add the letters ed to the end. Example, seem will become seemed after adding ed at the end of it. Laugh will become laughed after adding ed at the end of it. Similarly, look will become looked after adding ed at the end of it. Rule number 2. For verbs that end in e, simply add ed. Love will become loved. Receipt will become receded, and hope will become hoped by simply adding ed at the end of them. Rule number 3. If the verb ends in a consonant plus y, change the y to an I before adding ed. Examples, hurry, hurried, clarify, clarified. So in these examples, we have simply added ied instead of y. Rule number 4. If the verb ends in a vowel plus y, just add ed. Example, play, played. Enjoy, enjoyed. In these examples, we have simply placed ed after y, so it became the past tense. Next is rules of forming participles of regular verbs. To make the present participle of regular verbs, we have the following rules. Rule number 1. If the basic form of the verb ends in a consonant or a vowel other than e, simply add ing at the end of it. For example, laugh will become laughing after adding ing at the end of it. Rule number 2. If the verb ends in e, drop the e before adding ing, and love will become loving, hope will become hoping. Similarly, rule number 3, if the basic form ends in y, just add ing. For example, hurry will become hurrying, clarify will become clarifying. Next is irregular verbs. As we have discussed earlier that irregular verbs are those which are not going to follow the fixed pattern, and there are many irregular verbs which have followed the normal rules. Let's have this look on examples. Verb is be. In present tense it will become is. In past tense it will become was. In past participle it will become been, whereas in present participle it will become being. Begin, begins, began, begun, beginning. Bite, bites, bit, bitten, biting. Break, breaks, broke, broken, breaking. Buy, buys, bout, bout, buying. Choose, chooses, chose, chosen, choosing. Come, comes, came, come, coming. Students, you have been noticed here that the past tense and the past participle tense is slightly changed in few verbs. I have a tip for you in order to recognize or in order to notify the regular verb. Note that sometimes the spelling doesn't change but the pronunciation does. In the example of read, read will become read and the past participle will become read. The spelling is same but the pronunciation is different. There are many more irregular verbs in English than those listed here. So students, let's have a quick review. Regular verb in forming with the past tense of a regular verb, we only add d, ed or ied. If the regular verb in a vowel, we only add d, but if it ends in a consonant, ed is added. Whereas irregular verbs do not have the fixed patterns like the regular verbs. Now students, here is a small test to see that if you have gripped the concepts correctly. Let's have a quiz. Question number 1. Dressed is a regular or irregular verb. Question number 2. Thought is a regular or irregular verb. Question number 3. Came is a regular or irregular verb. Question number 4. Wrote is a regular or irregular verb. Question number 5. Sad is regular or irregular verb. Question number 6. Tried is a regular or irregular verb. Question number 7. What is the past tense of the verb think? Option 1. Thinking. Option 2. Thinked. Option 3. Thought. Option 4 is thinking. Question number 8. What is the past tense of verb make? Option 1. Maked. Option 2. Did make. Option 3. Making. Option 4. Made. Question number 9. What is the past tense of verb write? Option 1. Wrote. Option 2. Written. Option 3. Write. Option 4. Writing. Question number 10. What is the past tense of the verb take? Option 1. Taken. Option 2. Tookie. Option 3. Tooked. Option 4. Took. Now you are requested to pause the video here and mark your answers from 1 till 10. I hope so that you have been done. Let's see the answers. Question number 1 goes with option 1. Question number 2 goes with option 2. Question number 3 goes with option 2. Question number 4 goes with option 2. Question number 5 goes with option 2. Question number 6 goes with option 1. Question number 7 goes with option 3. Question number 8 goes with option 4. Question number 9 goes with option 1. Question number 10 goes with option 4. I hope so that you have been marked all the answers as right. If not, then don't worry, just get back to the video, replay it and get the concepts. You just have to grip on the rules, then you will be able to do it. I promise that you will be having grip on the topic by the practice. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you.